never ends. The fighter in you brings out the fighter in me. Shake it off and take your corner, time for shout.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of the Mighty Shoutout Podcast. Holy cow, we got a big one today. Sajad, Superman, Sattari, thank you very much for doing this today, man. And honestly, when you said that you were willing to do this, I did tell my wife, I don't care what time, and as I said to you, I don't care what time of the day it is, I will be there. So thank you very much, sir.
Of course, thank you, sir, for having me. And I want to say hi to all the listeners and the people who are watching. It's really a pleasure to be here, and I love to tell my story to people, and I might be able to inspire some souls, and that truly is a blessing for me.
Love it, man. Love it. I mean, that's a big reason why I wanted to speak with you. So first of all, as of right now, you're in Thailand, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And it's about 9 p.m. there, if I got that right.
It is.
Awesome. Training today?
Yes, I did training. I just started training again, like twice a day. I did my run today in the morning, back to the gym, did my normal training afternoon as well. And slowly getting back in the water, preparing for next fights, hopefully.
Nice. Before we kind of have a backstory of growing up in Muay Thai, recently, and I just sent you a message, you just recently had a nice win on Karate Combat. I got to know, coming from Rajadamnern champion, how does it feel wearing karate pants and fighting in sort of a pit and that sort of situation? How was that?
Most of the people were like, "Oh, it's a bad setup. You're gonna struggle and stuff." But honestly, I enjoyed it. I love the pit. I'm a person who adapts real quick. I like to think like that. I adapt really quickly, and I could use the pit to my advantage a few times too. And it was really good experience. Honestly, I loved it.
And listen, you fought I can't pronounce his last name, but you fought a quality opponent in Mo from the UK. And dude, as I said to you, that was poetry in motion. You were flawless. That looked unbelievable. Congrats on that win. That was great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mo is a great fighter, and he has a great heart. I have so much respect for him, and it was just I'm really just happy that we could show Muay Thai to a whole new audience. We were both strikers, of course, and I'm just glad that we could show what strikers can do. And there's nothing that we can't do. Most people might think, oh, we can't do takedowns, or we can't do this, we can't do that. But I think that we showed that we are capable of doing everything, and that's really important. That's really important for me, and it was a chance that I believe we grabbed it with both hands, and we showed it a really good match.
You bet. I'll tell you what. I mean, I like karate. I love combat sports. Karate combat's fun. It's new. It's fun to watch. And I think the difference for me personally from both of you Muay Thai guys was you stayed in the pocket, stayed technical, you stayed calm, and we're still in the fight. It wasn't sloppy. You weren't falling on each other. It was. Yeah. You're right. It was a phenomenal display of Muay Thai. What was it like, just out of curiosity, being able to work some of those like illegal trips that we don't get to do in Muay Thai? How was that? Was that fun?
Well, honestly, those weren't illegal until a while ago, you know.
True.
That's how Muay Thai was, you know. But recently, that's still how it is in like 5-round Muay Thai. You can most of the trips you can still do in 5 rounds.
Okay.
But like in RWS, or they're trying to evolve the sport for the better, you know. Because they're looking to push Muay Thai to Olympics and like bigger amateur events, international events. So they're trying to cut off the dirtiness of it. That's what they think it is probably. But they're trying to make it safer, and trying to encourage fighters to strike more instead of sweeping. And so that's what's happening nowadays. But which has been a struggle for me in fighting in RWS, not gonna lie, because I grew a certain way and I learned Muay Thai a certain way, and it's hard to get it out of your system, you know, after doing it for a while. But it was good for me to fight Karate Combat. Honestly, I was excited, and I could do what I want to do. I was more free,
right,
in a manner. But but just loved it. Just loved every sense of it, honestly.
Good. Happy to hear that. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to say, but is that what your next fight is? Is that another Karate Combat fight?
No, I'm back in RWS actually.
Yeah. All right.
I'm back on RWS, yes,
I don't care
and
where you are, man. You could have said anything. I would have said yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you, man. No, I'm back in RWS. Muay Thai, man. Muay Thai great has a great place for me in my heart. I love it so much. Like people might say, "Oh no, the Muay Thai is still like down," or I don't know. I want to do this. I want to do that. After they get some losses, or I don't know, they feel a bit left out. But for me, even anywhere I go, deep down in my heart, and like everyone knows it. I said it to everyone, even when I went to Card Combat. I said, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I'm representing Muay Thai. I'm representing Thailand, and that's why I'm here. That's the goal is to show Muay Thai. Of course, it's for myself too,
Sure.
but the other goal other than me is to show Muay Thai and show what I can do. That's why, like, I went with my Moncon and with everything.
Yeah.
That's how I went to fight. You know, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. That
Right. Nice.
fighting. You know, I'm fighting another sport, another organization, but in my heart, I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I'm coming from Thailand. That's how it is for me. You know.
Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yes. And to be honest, I do feel, and I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. I do feel like that identity, maybe because of the rules and the international eyes and changing some things up, that part is maybe being lost a little bit as we grow into it. The traditional, the culture. I'm representing Muay Thai, and I think that at least maybe in North America, I don't know about other places of the world, but
Uh, it's like some fighters. I believe the people nowadays they love to fight,
yeah,
and that's all they want to do.
yeah,
They
yeah,
just, you know, they don't care about the traditions of it. They don't think about, like, you know, like what the older people used to say, how the growth, the evolution of it, the growth of it, what are the essences of it. You know,
yeah.
they just say, "Oh, I'm a fighter. I want to fight." They come, they forget to respect. Some fighters they don't even know how to do Y crew. Or for me, I hate it when they don't even have like the monk corner and everything when they come to city. I'm like, what are you doing?
Nice. Yeah.
You know you're fighting Muay Thai. You know you're fighting Raja or anywhere.
Right.
Okay, where's your Moncon? Why you come here and start asking people for Moncon? You know, that's a huge respect for me. And you know, my Moncon, no one has ever worn it. If
Oh,
anyone asks, oh, I need Moncon. I'm fine. I'm next. I said, I don't care. I don't give a. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck that
yeah.
you don't have it.
Let it rip, buddy. Feel free.
Yeah, oh, thank you so much. It's hard for me to speak politely. Yeah, like, what are you doing? You're fighting Muay Thai. Of course, okay, you don't have your Moncon. Your gym should have a Moncon, you know?
Right.
You you should respect what you're doing.
Yep.
You
Yep. Agreed.
okay, you're doing Muay Thai, you're fighting at the end. But still, you're doing it a certain way, you
Yes.
know? And you
Yeah.
should respect the way, I
Right.
believe. If you don't do it, later in the years, your students are gonna have no idea how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree.
It's gonna get passed down through generations to keep the sport alive, keep the traditions alive. You know,
Yep.
after a
Yes.
few years, no one's gonna know what's real Muay Thai. Everyone's gonna say, "Yeah, I do Muay Thai. We fight, we throw elbows, we do this, we do that."
Right. Right.
No one's gonna know what's Muay Thai if we don't do it. You know,
Yes. Yep. And
that's
that's what I fell in love with. The traditions, the way of the Muay Thai fight. Like that's what I fell in love with. 1 million years ago, right? Like,
that's exactly what it is. If
yeah.
not, we go to kickboxing or something else that's more new. You know,
Yep. Yep.
the whole
Yep.
point of Muay Thai history.
Yeah. I love it, man. I'm happy everyone's going to hear this.
Okay.
Now let's kick back the clock way back. So you're from Iran, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Now listen, man, I know that's the other side of the planet from where I'm from, man. Please tell us what's it like, and most of my audience is going to be North American, if not Canadian.
Mm.
What's it like growing up in Iran and doing Muay Thai there, and then deciding eventually one day, listen, man, I'm going to the motherland for, and from what I understand, you've been to one camp only, Venum Muay Thai, correct?
No, I was in
Oh,
Iranian
my
camp.
apologies.
Venom, actually. I was in a gym called K1 Muay Thai.
Okay.
He was an Iranian dude that he opened the gym to give opportunities to Iranian athletes,
Oh, beauty.
which really helped me a lot. But during COVID,
Mm,
he went back home. He couldn't come back. Gym was up and down,
mm.
and I got connected with Mehdi, and Mehdi just opened his arm for me and welcomed me to his family. And
Legend of Muay Thai.
legend, he really is, man. You don't know how, and you can't believe how he knows the game. Whatever he says, if you listen to him, and if he's in the corner and if you listen to him, every single thing that he says works. I
Exactly.
try. I try. If you listen to what he says, if you can't hear him and you do what he says, like in 5 seconds period of what when he says it, it works. I promise you.
There you go.
Crazy,
Dang.
crazy. He knows the game so well. And I'm
There you go,
really, really
wizard.
proud to have him as a mentor, have him as a manager, have him as a big brother, and he just has the best heart, uh, crystal heart, really, and
Mm.
just does everything he do with love, really.
It shows, and it shows clearly in the quality of fighters. Clearly.
Yes, sir. All of us, fighting high level, showing Venum Training Camp standards.
Yeah.
We have good coaches, we have good manager, and the thing is, we do it with love, and we do it with respect, all the school way,
Yeah.
and we are. I'm glad that we are dominating in whatever promotion that we are fighting, all
Yeah.
of us.
Definitely are. I didn't mean to hijack you there, man. Sorry.
Oh,
Let's go back to when you were a young man growing up and all that good stuff. My
yes,
apologies.
yeah, it's okay. So, Iran, man, Iran is home, you know. It's not good for a young kid if he's lost. It's
Mm.
easy to get lost in Iran, you know.
Okay.
It There's so much struggles. It's hard. It's we are breed tough, you know. We are
Sure.
bred to be tough.
I do know that.
Yeah, that's how it is. Because if you're softy, that you're not gonna survive it. Honestly, that's how it is, and it's hard because from all the aspects, you know, your life, your economy, people around you, everything. You need to have a hard shell to survive it,
Mm.
and so that's how it was for me. I started going to gym. It's a funny story actually. I wasn't going in a good path. I was always hanging around in a hood, kinda, with my
Sure.
friends. And I was young. I was 10, 11 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm hanging around with people saying my age, but we saw so much stuff, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. So much stuff that maybe wasn't good for me to see at the age.
Something 10-year-old shouldn't be looking at.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Sure.
And I love to do parkour at the time.
Hmm.
So we used to run around the our park, and just do flips and stuff. That's what I loved, you know. Me and my friends, that's what we loved. And then my coach at the time, who still is my coach, national team coach as well, currently, was a gymnastics coach as well back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I went to gym to learn how to do flips and stuff, and he just made me a fighter, you know. that's how that's how it went from there. I just became a fighter, and I'm not the type of person to half-ass stuff, you know. So I
Okay.
just went with it, and this is what I am now, man.
Well, and to be honest, man, that's a pretty common story of, hey, man, I wasn't on the best path, and I found Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I kind of got pushed into it, and who knew? Hey, holy cow!
Yeah, indeed. But the thing is, they do. Most of the guys, they go in there, they try their chance, but they get cold-hearted really quickly, you know.
Okay.
They get cold-hearted really quickly, and that is the main story of people who come from like weak, poor countries and stuff. That's how it is with everyone, you know.
Huh.
They just go to gym to try to get their head down, try to do something,
Yeah.
but they get cold-hearted really quickly, and they go back to whatever they were
Yeah.
doing, if not worse.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here too.
Yeah, and but when I went there, I had a good family. They supported me so much. Honestly, they gave me so much love, and I loved fighting too. Honestly, why? Because like my coach would hit me with pipes and stuff because all the school gym, you know,
Sure.
it wasn't like soft. They would beat me. He would beat me up. Like he cracked my tooth and stuff. I fucked my both of my teeth up.
Yeah, you can't do
And
that
like
here. You can't do that in Canada.
no, kind of, yeah. They gotta come to Japan and stuff. Yeah, still you. But yeah, there was always bruises on my shin, always bruises on my legs with the pipe because he would punish us, you know, in the gym to make us tough, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't let my parents see it. You know, I would wear long pants in home, long sleeve shirts, so they wouldn't see it because, like, of course they wouldn't want me to go. Not at that level to go sue or anything, you know. But like
Right.
they said, "Oh, don't go to the gym anymore, you know."
Right.
But I didn't want them to see because I had pride, you know. I didn't want to be the bitch guy who
Yeah,
stopped doing it because he was that
I
this or
gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just kept going. I kept going, and my coach saw something in me. I mean, you know, I'm that 100%. I'm sure that he saw something in me because I don't think I was normal really, and I've never done anything normal in my career. You know, everything I've done, I've been either the first one to do it in the whole Iran Muay Thai history.
Yes, sir.
That's all. That's how it's been. So I'm just really grateful for my coach, for my family, and like everything they've done for me. You know.
So you just said you know your coach obviously saw something in you. When did you see something in you? When did you start putting things together? Like, hey man, I think I got something here with Muay Thai. When did that enter your life?
So first year when I went to national team, so I started at 11, 12, but there wasn't any Muay Thai fights at my age, and we were training kickboxing and Muay Thai, like the combination of things in the gym,
Yeah.
because there wasn't much Muay Thai fights in Iran back then.
Right.
So I used to fight like kickboxing for like first 4 years,
Hmm.
and then when I was 14, I think 14, there was a like national team like selection like national championships for Muay Thai, but it was for youth. I was 14. I couldn't fight.
All right.
It was from 15 to 17.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so I had to get a paper from my parents that they allow me to fight whatever is my own responsibility. And I went to fought in my like province championships. I won. I was so happy. I fought with older guys,
Hmm.
dominated. Was so happy with it. And then I went to national championships again. Had to give the same paper. Like whatever happens to me, it's my responsibility. Blah blah blah. And then for the first national championships, I fought 5 times in a day.
Yo.
I fought five times in a single day, all with like older people, of course. They were much stronger. When you're in that age, the
Yeah.
puberty like
Yeah. It's a big
it
gap.
shows so much more. Yeah,
Yep.
it's so
Yep.
much shows so much more. Like the muscles are bigger, the bone marrow is it's really stronger.
Yep.
But yeah, like I could. That's how my style is shaped actually, because I couldn't like fight with power. You know, I had to
Right.
fight technical. And that's how my
I
style like,
gotcha.
evolved to what I am to now.
I gotcha.
And yeah, that was when I was like, yeah, I got this, man.
How
And
were you
then
feeling at the end of 5 fights, man? Were you feeling good or were you smashed to pieces?
I was smashed to pieces. My last fight was at 3 a.m. So I
Oh,
was there.
good lord.
My last fight was like a next day, literally. I was
Wow.
yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's a
And
Muay Thai marathon, man.
that it really was. That's why like people ask me like how many fights you have. I said like maybe probably I'm not sure like maybe 300. They're like, oh no, you're talking shit. I said no, you don't know you don't know where I come from, man. You
You'll do
don't know.
5 in a day.
Yeah, that's literally how it was. And there was a summer we fought maybe like every weekend, like three minimum. So like every weekend, if you fight three for a whole summer, how many that is? God knows.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. 300 is very realistic in that case.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then from then I was in national team for like 3 or 4 years straight, back to back. I got golds at IFMA. I got silvers at IFMA, and I got gold at European Muay Thai Championships. I was the most technical fighter in European Muay Thai Championships.
Yeah, yeah.
These all with the national team. And then when I was 17, like a little bit before I turned 18, when you turn 18 in Iran, you have to do your military service. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
2 years. Yeah, and you can't leave the country until you do the military service.
I
So you
see.
have to do. Yeah. So when I was 17, I didn't want to do military service. I knew if I go 2 years without doing nothing, it's gonna really do a damage to my career, you know, and myself. God knows if you go back to doing what you were doing before, you know,
Right.
it's hard. So when I was 17, I just packed my bags. I said, see ya, and I left.
All
Left
right.
Thailand. Yeah, my parents didn't want me to go. And so how they wanted to stop me was like, we're not gonna help you, support you, give you any money, anything when you wanna go. I said, I'm not staying, bro. I started selling my like gloves, my shin guards, everything that I have secondhand. I started posting them my stories on Instagram. I think I still have them in my archive. I sold everything and just got some money, bought ticket, and just left. You know?
Really? So
Yeah.
this wasn't like a long plan. This was something you're like I got to do this right now kind of thing?
Yeah, like yeah. Literally, maybe like the whole thing took like maybe 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is there any, were you worried about like how does that work? Like I don't know, but if if you have to do service and the government knows you're leaving, like is that anything you have to worry about or just who cares?
Uh, well, I couldn't go back for the first 4 years that I was here, so I didn't see family after 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but when I became a student here, now I'm a student. I go to college.
Oh, good for you.
Uh, yeah, thank you. So like embassy lets you go back home for 90 days a year.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how like I go home. Sometimes if you see, I go home and come back. I've
Yeah.
been home like twice now in the like past 2 years, and that's how it happened. But before that, as I said, like for 4.5 years, maybe I couldn't go home and didn't see family, didn't see no one.
Brutal. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
So you basically went to Thailand with nothing?
Yeah, literally went to Thailand with nothing, and I just called my friend K1, who he was in national team, like we know from back then. I said, "I'm coming, man. I need to come there. Come to your gym. You need to support me."
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and then I was late for my flight, and then I sat there in front of gate. I started crying. The woman was like, "Please, please, don't cry." I said, "No, I don't want to go army. I have to go."
Yeah.
And then he gave me a letter. I gave my luggage when I went to the plane. I didn't check it in. He gave me a letter. That's how late I was. Check-in was closed.
Holy.
I gave my yeah. That was a crazy experience. I was crying my eyes out,
I bet.
and then I took my luggage to like the plane, and then gave it to them there. And yeah, when I came to Thailand, I didn't have any money or nothing, so I just grabbed a taxi at airport, went to the gym. My friend there paid the like taxi fare, and then like I was there, he would feed me. I was staying in gym and everything, and then like he was cutting from my fights. And that's
Right.
how that's how it went.
That's kind of an old school story. You don't hear that anymore. Like John Wayne Parr talks like that, and other people like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not too common that you hear that story often very more anymore. That man, that's how you know. Like this is all making sense. You're not a champion by fluke. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
listen to how you're like how you're speaking. It's champions are they're made. They're or born that way. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like
Mhm.
clearly you were not going to take no for an answer, and if that means you had no money, you're sleeping in a gym, then so be it.
Yeah, that's how it's been. I had to do it. I didn't know nothing else. I didn't even finish high school, bro.
Wow.
I was always in like traveling Thailand. I used to travel and come and back. Going back, and just went to China for a while. I was in national team, like training camps and stuff.
Oh,
I didn't even finish high school, so this is
crazy.
all I know. This is
Sure,
all I
sure,
know.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I hear you. So what are you taking in college then?
I'm taking a course on how to become an English teacher.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, but it's just something that you go to learn some language and stuff, and
Yeah,
it's just for visa, man. It's just for visa.
sure, sure. That's all right, man. Hey, that you have your reasons. Um,
Yeah.
so when did things become, I don't want to say successful, but when did things start working out for you once you got to Thailand? Like maybe you're starting to get on some bigger shows and maybe make a few bucks. When did
Mm.
things start going in your favor once you were in Thailand?
Well, K1 helped me so much. My first team helped me so much getting me fights, but the fights weren't going nowhere. It wasn't towards anything special.
Right, right.
If you know what I mean. It was just okay, go fight here, okay, go fight there, okay, go fight there. But I was lucky. Every promotion, and it's been proven to me that this is like I know it and it's a fact for me. Every single promotion that I fought, I was a superstar there. Everyone loved me.
Sure.
Everyone they wanted me back. Like I fought in Cambodia. Like my first fight when I came here, I fought a few times in Cambodia. They still message me and ask for me. You know, they
Really,
do. They
eh?
do. They really do. Yeah, yeah.
Why do you think
And
that is? Why do you think everybody loves you and wants you on their promotion and you're the superstar? Why do you think that is?
because I'm so cute and handsome.
Okay, I mean, there's a few handsome guys out there. There's got to be something else there.
Like I like to think that I have a positive energy. I have a positive energy. I'm not one of these frowning guys. I laugh, I smile with everyone.
Yep.
I try to make good connections, and of course, of course, I show good skills and fight too.
Right.
So I think that's the package like any promoter
Yeah.
would want.
Right. But
Someone easy to work with, someone
right. I
who
was just gonna say that.
respects
Yeah.
you. Yeah, someone easy to work with, someone who respects, and someone who does what he's supposed to do good.
Right. Yeah.
So of course,
Yeah. Not just punch and kick, but
yeah,
be flexible, be easy to work with,
yeah,
and be happy. And yeah. Yeah. I hear you. That
exactly.
makes sense to me. Um,
But again, when I came to Venom, that was the where everything changed. Mehdi knows his job really well. He helped me so much, and he had a vision. He had a goal for me. We sat there when I came here. Like first week, we sat there. He said, "What do you want? Like what's in your mind?
mm,
Like I said, I want to fight 5 rounds. I
mm,
loved 5 rounds, and back then I was fighting in Super Champ.
right.
He said like 5 rounds, you're not gonna get paid well. I said I don't care. I just want to fight 5 rounds. This is my passion, and so like I decided that I chose 5 rounds, even though they were paying me maybe like 50, like 100% less.
Right.
So whatever I was getting paid, I got half in 5 rounds.
Right.
But I just love to do it. I said it's okay. I don't care. I just want to fight.
Do you
And I
still
just
feel that way?
to
Do you
fight
do
five
you
rounds.
still prefer 5 rounds over 3?
Not now anymore. No.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just curious.
No, 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 it's okay. I will let you know why in a bit. And I just fought like a few times in 5 rounds, and that helped me so much. It hit my career so much. My name grew so big in Thailand
Mm,
after that, and from there, Mehdi's hands were open. He could do whatever he wanted from me.
right.
And why I don't want to fight 5 rounds anymore? I feel like, well, the paycheck is not really good, honestly.
Yeah.
I had an offer actually like last month, but the paycheck was maybe like a quarter of what I make in RWS.
Pay the champ.
Yeah, yeah. So and it's harder, and I have to do a same fight camp. It doesn't make sense anymore. Back then, yes, like I was younger. Not that I'm old now. I was way younger, and I was looking for a name and everything. I like to think that I've done that part now. Like
Yeah.
I did something, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to do it. Like I think it's time for me to like make a living of fighting.
Yes. Yes.
Do something with what I'm, because I don't know nothing else. I cannot do any work. I cannot do any business. I'm training. I'm fighting all 6 days.
I hear you,
Six.
pal. I
Yeah.
can't build anything. I can't fix anything. It's just this.
Yeah,
This is it.
yeah, exactly. So I like to make smarter choices and do something with what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have something to show for it. That's what I mean. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm not into it anymore.
Mm,
Into like a circuit, like stadium style 5 rounds.
yeah.
RWS had 5 rounds too. I don't have
Yeah.
problem with fighting 5 rounds. I have the problem with like like Thai like gambling
Sure.
style.
Sure. Of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I understand that.
yeah.
How did that transition happen to go to Venom? Like, how did that come about? Were you looking there? Did they come to you? Was there like a hey guys, the gym's closed anymore. Sorry, you got to go somewhere else. Like, how did that transition happen?
No, the gym wasn't closed when I moved. It wasn't. It was like we were only 2 or 3 guys there. We didn't have any trainers
Yeah.
or anything. So I said, like, it's not working for me. I need
Yeah.
to like go somewhere to train good. I don't want to just be someone who goes to fight and gets beaten up. I want to go to fight and fight.
Right.
I don't want to just go fight to survive.
Yes.
That's what. And also like we were going to Super Champ, as I said. Like we used to fight in Super Champ. It was during COVID. Messi used to bring all his fighters to Super Champ as well.
Mm,
We met there. We talked, and then he had a fight for me. He said like I said, like I'd love to come there, and then he had a fight for me. He said, "You want to fight here?" I said yes. He said, "Okay, then come train." And then I went there, and he liked me. He liked how I was, and then we've been together since.
nice.
Been
Nice.
like
That's great.
4.5 years ago almost now.
Beauty. Beauty.
Yeah.
So things are on the rise. I think by that time you're in Thailand. That's it. I want to make a name for myself, and then bam, COVID.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was so hard.
Yeah.
COVID was hard to survive. Really
How
was.
did you navigate through that?
Um, During COVID. Well, I had some savings from fighting. I
Nice.
did that. I was staying in gym too. Like I didn't have to stay. I
Beauty.
didn't have to pay rent or anything. Uh, I worked, man. I used to work in a market. I used to sell sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to work in market, sell sandwiches. It was illegal. It was in Thai market, but I had to do what you got to do.
That's right. That's it.
Do what you got to do. But I don't think anyone knows it. It's the first. You're the first one. I'm saying it now too.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, just had to survive it, and just and Mehdi helped so much too. I used to like eat in gym too when I came to Pattaya as well. So that was a help too. But it was hard. It was hard. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Eh?
Well, and look at where what you've already had to do to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, of course, you're willing to navigate through it. You've had to navigate everything to get up to this point.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Like everyone went back to their countries, went back to their home, but I could not go back to my home. Literally, I
Sure.
couldn't go back to my home.
Sure, man. So
So,
you're out there selling sandwiches. Good on you, man. Like, there's a gym. Shout out to a friend of the show, Ramel. I had him on the podcast. He's in Canada, and we all got shut down too. And he was like selling pies out of his gym, and to keep the gym alive. Like, that's it, man. You do what you got to do to make it happen. That's the bottom line.
exactly, that's what you gotta do. What you gotta do to
Yeah, man.
survive, man.
Good on you.
And yeah, and I'm just glad. Me and God, we are good friends. you know,
Sure, sure,
I'm not a religious person. I'm
sure.
not a religious person at all. But I believe in a higher power, whatever you're
Yeah,
gonna call it. He's my friend. We talk so much normal, and he helps
that's a good
helps
way
me
to
so
say
much.
it, man. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah, he's my buddy. We talk so much, just normal, just how we talk. I talk with him, and I'm just really grateful that he gave me so much power to be able to do all this alone. A young boy without family, everything in a faraway country, being able to navigate and survive. That's just a blessing, and yeah, I'm happy.
Are you famous in Thailand?
Not that much, no. Girls
No.
know me, but no,
Like
no,
when you're wandering around, you're going to the mall, you're doing things. Do people
no,
recognize you?
no, I don't think so. No, not that much.
All right. Maybe
If
maybe I'm
if
just
they're if
a fanboy.
If, no. If they are in Muay Thai world, yes, they do know.
Yeah.
If they're in Muay Thai world, they do know. But no, nothing that not like normal person.
Oh yeah.
Fighters who fight in one are like that. Like Nabil, everyone knows Nabil.
Oh yeah. You bet. You bet.
Everyone knows Nabil. Or like Sin Samud or like the Potato. Everyone knows them. When they walk
Really?
around.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but RWS not that much, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Now, so you're training at Venom, like you said, you wanted things to progress. You didn't just want to fight because when did things start progressing? Like you're as well a WBC world champion. When did these kind of big opportunities start coming along, and how were you feeling about it? Were you excited? Was it what you're looking for? Were you nervous? Like, oh man, this is really happening. Just
Uh,
on the rise, man. Tell us how it was. How
yeah.
were things going?
When I fought for WBC, I was on the 6 or 7 fights winning streak, and all of them was with knockout. I was just
Mm,
knocking people out, winning streak. I was confident. I was doing really good, and so when I fought for WBC, Mehdi asked me. They're giving me Lobo. Can you fight Lobo? Lobo was a big name.
you bet.
Lobo,
Yep.
yeah, Lobo was a really big name. And he asked me, "Do you want to fight?" I said, "Yes, I want to fight." And he just didn't confirm it. He was asking me for 3 4 days. He was like, "You sure? You sure you want to fight?" I said, "Yes, hell yes, I want to fight. Please give me the fight."
Right.
He had his nerves. He had his doubts. I don't want to say doubts, but he just wanted to see if I have it in me.
Well,
If I
clearly letting you know, listen, this is a big one, pal. Are you sure? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I wanted to see if I have the fire in me, if I really want to, if I like. So ask me one day, knows that I go home, I'm gonna think about it. Ask me again. Wants to make sure that I have it in me and I want it. I'm hungry for it, and I just accepted the fight, and that was my first fight in Rajadamnern.
Mm,
My first ever fighting in the Stadium was my dream to go even watch a fight in the stadium. I couldn't even afford to get tickets to go watch a fight in the stadium. Swear to God.
right,
But yeah, but then like when I got fighting for title in Rajadamnern, I said, hell yeah, of course I'm gonna accept the fight.
right, right.
Yeah, and yeah, I did that fight, and that was really good for me. That to help me again, like people like prove to people that I belong to the top. You know, like before that, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you fought this guy. Oh, you fought that guy. You fought in this promotion. You fought in that promotion." Well, after that, like everyone knew I'm someone to look out for. You know,
Yeah. And
and
everybody does that too. Oh, he did this. He did. Oh, be quiet.
yeah,
Everybody
exactly,
talks like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does that. And
So did you feel,
but
I'm sorry. So by winning that WBC world title, did you feel like you were like maybe you knew that's who you were, but did you feel like now I'm legitimized to everybody? Like now everybody shut your face, I'm the man. Like did you
yes,
feel
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes,
okay.
I did so much. It felt so good, man.
Yeah.
It felt
Yeah,
so
for
good,
sure.
man.
I bet, man. I bet.
Yeah, yeah. That was a moment that I was. I'm here, man. I'm here. I can fight anyone now. You know, I
Yeah.
was the highest of the highs.
And when you
Uh,
have that picture on, by the way, with the WBC T-shirt, that's exactly how you look, man. You're standing tall. You can tell that you're riding
yeah,
high, man, in that picture.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. That was a really good night. That was a really good night, and I made my coach proud. I made like he knew like he can count on me. You know,
Right.
like he knew like he has a fighter in his hands. You know.
Right. I don't have to ask any more questions. I know who we got here.
Yeah,
Let's get to
exactly.
work. Yeah,
Yeah, that meant so much to me as well. You
I
know,
bet. Yeah,
when I can gain someone's trust and like someone's belief gets stronger in me, that means so much to me, man.
sure. Yep, agreed.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
So then when did the transition happen? When did you get the call from RWS? When did all that go down?
So when I fought for WBC, they were redesigning, renovating the stadium for RWS actually. So my fight, I think it was no, I think two fights after I fought for WBC, the first year of Rajadamnern started. I'm actually the first fighter ever to fight in RWS. I was the first fighter on the card.
Nice. There you go. Along with that, we also mentioned this only a little bit ago and kind of brushed by it, but also the first Iranian WBC world champion
First Iranian WBC world champion.
and Rajadamnern
First
world stadium champ.
first Rajadamnern Stadium champion, yeah. And
Dang.
13th foreigner to win it.
Awesome, man. That's sweet.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can't
Yes,
believe it
sir.
on the podcast, man. Listen to who I'm talking to here, people.
Thank you so much. And
So I apologize. So you were the first guy.
I was the first guy to become a WBC champion. After that, so many people, so many Iranians, they kind of believed in themselves, you know,
Hmm.
because like before that, no one knew like we could do it even, you know,
Sure. Okay.
and that there was a rise of fighters from Iran coming to Thailand.
Yep.
So many of the guys came and they did good, man. You know,
Yep.
it's like they need a little push. Iranians, I swear to
Yep.
God, they just need a little bit push. They need a little belief. And after that, like Iranians come, they start getting titles. They start getting fights. We have fighters getting contracts for one, fighting good in one. You
Yep.
know, it
I've
it
even
wasn't.
mentioned it a few times on this podcast previous. Like all of a sudden, there's a ton of Iranian fighters, man, and they're really good.
Yeah,
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 man.
and yeah, it's really good and it makes me proud. You know,
I bet.
makes me so proud. And when I see that they believe in themselves now. You know, it wasn't like that before. It was like, oh, this guy who wants to fight this guy. Oh, this guy who wants to fight this guy. You know,
Mm.
starting scratching their head and like, oh no, I don't want to fight this. But now they're like, yeah, sure, we can beat him. We can beat him. Or they have the confidence to fight, to step in the ring, and that's really important. You know.
And you feel like you were a big push behind that, hey?
I do think I was a big push behind that.
Right on, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I don't know if people want to say, oh, he's cocky or anything, but I do deep down feel that I was the push behind it, and it's not nothing to be cocky about. It's just
No.
something that I'm happy about, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And who cares what they say?
Finito.
There you go. There you go, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, so you were part of the tournament. Um, so the first RWS, was that part of their first fight? Was that part of the tournament?
Yeah, it was tournament.
So what did you think? So when you first learned of all this the points and there's a tournament and all this,
Mm.
were you excited? What was it like getting to be part of this and like pretty unheard of situation?
Yeah, that was like the first time they were doing this tournament. I was really excited. As I said, I wasn't a run. I was doing really good. Uh, I was just a bit unlucky the first year. I was really unlucky. And honestly, like the first 2 years I was unlucky. This past year was the situation was a bit different. I wasn't in a good place mentally,
I see.
and But yeah, I was unlucky, and I fought good. I believe like I was one of the best fighters on the weight class in the tournament. That's how I feel,
Yep, me too.
and I did, and I believe that I did. I showed good heart. I showed good fights compared to maybe my opponents and their like their fights.
Yeah,
That's how I like to think. But again, I was unlucky, and the points wasn't with me.
yeah, yeah. Um, so talking about this a little bit. So to be honest, I know there was me and you had a really quick conversation a while ago about a fight you lost, and I can't remember. Was it Sampon? I got
Yes,
that.
it was.
Yeah. Okay. So now I was curious, and I rewatched it by the way. I'm sure I sent you a message, but
Yeah.
I was number one. I'm curious how you feel about the open scoring system. Let's start there. How do you feel about having an open scoring system so you know who wins each round?
I don't have a problem with open scoring system. I have problem with judges not doing their job right.
Sure, the score doesn't matter if the judges aren't doing their job.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You show it, you don't show it, doesn't matter. That, and also I believe there should be a criteria that everyone knows it and everyone follows it. Like for example, if your promotion is different, if a promotion is different with others,
yeah,
they should have their own judges. Don't you think so?
yes, and we have the same problem here. We do.
Yeah.
Is the WKA the same rules as the WBC? Is this different than the these are 3 rounds, those are 5 rounds, these are 2 minutes, those are 3 minutes. It's like, what? How do you? So even as a judge, it's like, how do you keep the proper scoring in your head? Like, what rules are we going by today?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
exactly.
problem here too, man.
Yes, yes. So I think that was the problem with the scoring a bit, and yeah, like you cannot. Yeah, that was the problem. I really can't. I don't
Sure.
want to talk much about it, man.
No, and I'll tell you what, and I'm not knocking
Yeah,
RWS or nothing. I love it. I
yeah, of course, yeah, of
it's just
course.
the situation is the situation. No judgment.
Yeah, and I believe as a fighter, I have the like right to say this stuff.
Sure.
As a
Yeah.
fighter who's fighting, and the point system is has effect, like direct effect on him and his career. I think I have some right to say a bit, but I
Mhm.
just don't want to get so much into it.
I totally understand.
Yeah,
But what I was gonna say was, and I said on the podcast that I was surprised that you look surprised because of open scoring, and then you said, well, I kind of think I won the fight. Paraphrasing, I went back and rewatched with the sound off. I'm a fight fan. Like when the
yeah,
commentators get excited and when the crowd gets excited, I get excited. That's why I
yeah,
like being a fight fan. But if I want to, and I coach Muay Thai and stuff, but if I want to look at it from a coach's eyes, I turn the volume off.
yeah.
That way I can watch it. And I would agree that I'm like, when I rewatch it with the sound off, I'm like, oh, I can see why you were surprised that you lost because I clearly thought you won after I rewatched that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. It happens all the time. There's going to be fights that you win that you shouldn't, and there's going to be fights that you lose that you shouldn't. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to. I guess the only reason I brought that up is I just wanted to justify that to myself to let you know, hey man, I rewatched it, so I agree with you
Yeah, I remember we talked about it. Yeah, I remember, and you messaged me. I was like, yeah, thank you.
for sure. And so
Yeah,
hopefully, and as you know, man, I've been a fan for years now at this
yes, sir.
point,
Much
and
I appreciate.
yeah, hey man, I love it. And let me tell you why I'm such a big fan. And I feel like for me, this is when I think a lot of eyes became on you. And it was a 5 second clip. Now I watched before this. I've seen you before, but I don't know who you were fighting. But when you caught their leg, you kneed them twice in the calf and then elbowed them. I feel like that's when everybody knew who you were. Just from that, but then more importantly, you start seeing, dude, you're doing like Danny Bill things, man. Like Danny Bill did some incredible things, and you see you doing similar stuff. And so
Mm.
I think that little clip finally brought all these eyes onto like,
Yeah.
dude, look what this guy can do. And
Mm.
and I love one championship. I love good hard fights, but really what I like is um technical precision and excellence. And that's why I'm
Mm.
such a fan of you. You're technically just, when you can make it look like you're in the movies, that's what I
Mm.
like instead of just a
Yes, sir.
sloppy mess.
I
So,
understand it.
and I guarantee that's why a lot of us are big fans of you as well.
So much, sir.
Did you notice once these clips and I guess the RWS got popular and they started pushing out their social media, did did your popularity rise? Like, was there a noticeable change in your popularity in Muay Thai?
there was like I saw like lots of pages like sharing these videos, and lots of people like when we were doing like these techniques, they were doing, oh, he's doing a sajad, and
Right.
that made me happy. And for me too, it's really important. I believe some fights, if you win on points, is even better than knocking people out.
Agreed. Yep.
Why? Because it shows you're a better fighter.
Yep.
If you
Yep.
show the dominance, if you show confidence in the ring to do certain things, because knockout comes and goes. It's just one punch. It's the timing. It doesn't matter who trained more, who's a better fighter. It's just luck. It's
Yes.
all
Yep.
luck. But if you can outscore someone, and or like you mess with their brain, they cannot think or nothing. I think that shows the real caliber of a fighter,
I
and
totally
that's
agree.
how I like to be. When I fight, I try to do everything I do in training. Some people, when they go there in the ropes under those lights, they forget everything they've been training. They
Yep.
just go 1-2 kick, 1-2 kick. They just go crazy. They just want to fight. But
Yep.
me, I think of the things I did in training. I try to do them when I fight. I try to do them. It's not that most of the time it's not like muscle memory or anything. There is muscle memory stuff too, but those are so obvious that it's muscle memory. But
Sure.
some techniques I think about it and I want to do it. You
That's an
know?
amazing thing to say when you're in battle, man. Like
Yep.
I know we all would like to think that we think that way, but it's rare, especially at the highest levels, man, that you're actually like thinking about that instead of being on autopilot. That's cool.
Yeah. Most of the stuff cause like your first choice when you get a kick or is not to elbow it, or when you get a tip, it's not to, I don't know, pull it and do it, they dance.
Right.
Of course, but I think when I get it, can I get what I want to do? Okay, I want to do this now. I want to do this. I
Wow.
want to do that. That's
Man.
how I approach it.
Now you have a giant toolbox of moves, man. Like you have a giant arsenal. Where did you pick all this up? Was this before you came to Thailand? During Venom? Where did you get this giant toolbox of moves from?
Uh, when I was fighting amateur, when I was fighting back home in national teams, like our gym back home, my coach, Pagya Terat, he's the national team coach at the moment now as well. And our gym was like the most technical gym in Iran now. All like maybe like more than half of the fighters here, you see, like the top fighters, Iranian fighters, they are from our gym.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, dude, we all came here different occasions, fighting different events. That's all. Like I know, I grew up with them. That we're all like child friends,
Yeah,
and
cool.
yeah, our gym was like the Jacka gym of Iran.
Sure.
That's
Okay,
how.
gotcha.
I'm not like I like to think that my technical level has gone down since I started fighting professional. I was way crazier before. I would do like some crazy stuff,
Yeah.
but like when you fight professional, when you fight in higher level, there's not so much room for error.
Right. And
So
bigger stakes, more money, more accolade. Yeah. Yeah.
and of course, so stronger opponents. You don't want to get
Yeah.
beaten up when you
Yes.
when you're trying to do some weird shit. That doesn't look good at all.
Right.
So just trying to play it safe and uh, try to still have a little bit of the spice of me in it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Now Rajadamnern champion, first Iranian ever, first person from Iran to ever win.
Yeah.
13th, like you just said, 13th foreigner ever.
Yeah.
How was that? How before we get to the feeling of winning that, what was it like knowing you were going to fight for that title and gearing up for that fight? 5 rounds. What was it like getting ready for this fight, knowing this opportunity?
Man, I used to cry like every day I'm driving. I used to cry. I was like, bro, you're fighting literally for your dream. That was the dream for me. That was the final for me since I was a kid. I used to just fight stadium fights. There was a time like everyone you used to watch Buakaw fight, or I don't know, watch Sanchai fight, Thai fights, watch Glory kickboxing, watch this, what that. I used to open Lupini, Rajadamnern, and watch stadium fights. They were like, "Who is this?" I said, "You don't know." I used to watch like Super League when I was a kid. They were like, "Who is this?" I said, "Super League. You don't know him now. Everyone knows Super League."
Yeah.
I used to know them when I was fighting in stadium. All of them. I loved stadium. I used to watch Rajadamnern stadium. I was like, "Oh, look at this! Oh, look at how gamblers go." With every strike, everything they throw, the environment, everything was crazy.
Yeah.
The first time I came to Thailand, I uh, I was going to Phuket. Sorry, I was going to
No.
Phuket. I came to Bangkok and I had a delay between my flights. got a taxi, went in front of Rajadamnern, swear to God, recorded the video. I said, "Look at this. This is Rajadamnern." I did that. This is what I said in the video. I said, "I wish Super Leg was fighting and I could come watch the fight." This is what I'm saying in the video.
Okay.
2018.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in the video. I couldn't even afford tickets, man, to go
Right.
to watch the fight. That's how it was for me. And then they said you're fighting for title. I used to cry. I said, "Bro, look what you made reality." You know, literally. That's why I say I have a tattoo here. I said, "Dream on." I have it here. I said, "Dream on. Just dream on, man. Whatever you want, whatever you think of, it will become your reality. Just go towards it." I was to drive, cry. I said, "Man, this is what you did." And I was like, I don't care who you put in front of me. I fight anyone you put. I don't care. It's just a meat for me, you know.
Sure.
Whoever you want to put in front of me. And I wasn't even thinking. Everyone was like, "Oh, what's your plan for the fight?" I said, I don't have a plan for the fight. I have a plan for the party after, though."
Right.
I was thinking about after the fight. It was a done deal for me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Um,
After that
it's sorry. Go ahead. Go
was
ahead.
yeah, and after that, like I got it honestly, like it was hard. I think it's a thing they call it like depression after like championships or
Oh
something.
yeah. Yep.
I had that.
Hmm.
I was goalless, man. I was goalless for a long time, man. I didn't know what I want to do with my life. It was so hard. It was so hard for me. You know, it's just been maybe like 3 or 4 months that I have another goal set up for myself now. That I'm feeling good. I'm starting training harder again. Like before, I feel the fire in me again. You know, because I have something in my mind. But I did not have that for a long time, man.
Are you willing to let us in on this new goal?
I'm trying to start MMA maybe go to UFC maybe for next 4 or 5 years. That's my long term plan.
Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding, man. Just kidding. I always rip on MMA, but listen, I don't care where you're fighting, man. I'm cheering. I swear to
Yeah.
God, I don't care.
I'm gonna bring some good shit to to that octagon, man.
Damn
I'm gonna
straight.
bring some good shit to the octagon, man.
Nice, nice. Good for
Yeah.
you. Um, and man, what you just said was awesome. There's a couple things in there that you said, like dreaming and just chase your dreams and just believe in it, and yeah, man. And the gratitude. I'll tell you what. If there's something I'm learning from this podcast, which I'm really happy about. I could see generally the kind of person you are. Of course, what Instagram tells me, but now that I'm speaking to you, I'm very impressed with your gratitude at such a young age, and I think that's a big part of it, man. And probably where you grow up in it, and the gym that you're at, and being in Thailand. Gratitude goes and respect go a long way, and good for you, man. That's
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, sir.
the gratitude of realizing that dream and then getting there, and like you said, making that video in 2018. I can see why you would have championship depression afterwards when you've been obsessed with that one goal, and then, well, let's be real, you got it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck, now what
Yeah.
do I do?
Yeah, exactly. That was the highest of the highest for me. I was like, what else? Like I had nothing else in mind after that. I don't know what to do. Like you do everything, you do WBC, you do this, you do that, you fight so much. Even if I had like maybe like 4 titles before that, I would still be like, oh yeah, I want Roger, I want Roger. But I got Roger, I'm like, what
Right,
now?
right.
Exactly what am I supposed to do with my life?
Yeah, that laser focus hunger of that one thing. You got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, what you did do was dip your toes into some 4-ounce gloves and go to one championship for a little bit. If I recall, you broke your hand in that fight. Am I right?
I did. I didn't break my hand throwing jabs in the first round.
Dang, really?
Yeah, that wasn't good. That
That's
wasn't
a
good.
hard jab, man.
That is the hardest hit.
Yeah, that's right. What were the differences going besides the fight, but like the differences between RWS and one championship? Was there more media obligations? Was there? I'm just curious with what the differences were as far as behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, well, one is of course like it's a well-rounded promotion.
Yeah,
RWS is getting there. They just started. You know, it's been like a 3.5 years, 3.5 years. One championship, been doing whatever they've been doing for like 10,
yeah,
12 years. You know,
yeah,
so they're well shaped. They have a way bigger team, of course. You know,
yep,
and investors and everything. So they try to have eye on all the fighters, Everything is well scheduled. I don't know, photo shoots, weigh-ins, everything is well scheduled, and it's way more structured than RWS.
Mm.
But RWS is getting there
Yeah, yeah.
because I've seen the growth so much in this short amount of time. You know
Nice.
what they're doing. They clearly have a vision, and they are going towards that. You know,
Beauty, beauty.
it just
Great.
takes time. It just
Yeah,
takes time.
it doesn't happen overnight. Yeah,
Yeah, it does not have an order. We reach what they have in mind. You know,
yeah.
but they've been good. They do a good job. One was good. One was cool. I like the experience.
Hmm.
I like the experience. Honestly, I knew I'm gonna break my hand.
What? How come?
I don't know. Before the fight, I said, man, dude, I'm gonna break my hand, man. He said, no, like no, it's gonna be okay. Everyone fights. I said, bro, I'm gonna break my hand, bro.
Huh?
Because I don't know. I'm a softie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. If you say
I know
so.
myself. I know myself. Yeah, and like my bones. I don't know. I feel like it's not strong enough. So like I knew it's gonna happen, and like the gloves are a little bit so thin, and
And tight.
yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So like I knew it's gonna happen, and then like he said, no, nothing's gonna happen. Just go do your thing. And then I broke it and sat down. Mehdi came and said, good fight. I said, bro, I broke my hand. Second I sat down, the
Oh
already said,
man.
I don't know. It's okay. Of course it's okay, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. That's for,
Yeah.
after two
Yeah.
more rounds, we'll figure that out. But
Yeah.
how was that then recovering? Were you able to train? Was it, like how was coming off a broken hand? That must be that'll slow you
I
down a bit.
I had my hand in a cast for 3 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, it was so painful. I couldn't like make a face. I had to like work with these like physio balls and stuff. Like work my fingers, try to get the strength back, and I had the opportunity to go home. I went home for like maybe 2 months.
Nice.
After that, because I couldn't train or anything, I said it's the time to go home. You know, I get the money. I have to. I cannot train. So
Good time to
see
go
ya.
home. Good idea.
Yeah.
Mentally
Yeah.
take a break too, right? Like mentally let go too. I can't physically,
Yes.
mentally let go. Yeah.
I
A good
I
idea.
needed to. I wanted to, even if my hand didn't break, I wanted to.
Oh
I
yeah.
told like I am going home, you know. Why? Because at the point I was fighting for 25 months straight every month.
Phew.
Some months maybe like twice. I was
Wow.
fighting so much. My knees were in pain. Like my body was just worn out so much.
I bet.
So I said, man, I'm done. You know, I cannot do this. You know, and I had to vacant my WBC title too.
Hmm.
I had to vacant that too, and my Rajadamnern they took it from me too, and yeah, that's what I was kind of done, you know. So I'm just glad like I could go home and was
Wow. Yeah.
how you say it was written like it was supposed to happen, was destiny,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
Um. Listen, man. I don't think. Oh, Jesus, we're already at an hour. I'm sorry. I have a couple questions for you. That's it.
Yes sir, don't worry.
All right. First one, I always
Plugging
start
the
off with.
charger to my phone. My phone is dying. One second.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, man. Number one, I always ask this to every guest. Who are your top three favorite fighters of all time and why? Anything,
What?
MMA, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, anything.
Okay. Well, since I was a kid, my favorite fighter was Super Leg. I had him as my background. I had him as my background. I was
Ah,
like,
cool.
yeah, he's the man. But now Nabil beat him up, so I'm like a little bit fussy about it. Nabil, they got the place now. Uh, top three favorite fighters. Sanchai was my favorite. I used to copy him a lot when
Sure.
I was a kid.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
of course, yeah. And oh, I haven't thought about the other one. I don't know, man. New generation, newer generations. I like Conflict Lake. I like Conflict Lake. I like
Hmm.
Lamnamun Lake. I like uh who else I like. There's a bunch of fighters that I love watching them fight. Uh, Pit Saman who fights in RWS. I love him so
Yeah.
much. He
Yeah.
fights good. In one you go. Uh, I love Noiri who fights kickboxing. I like
Oh
him.
yeah. You
I
bet.
feel like he's dangerous. I feel like he's really dangerous and he's really calm. He
Yeah.
just keeps his eyes on the prey until he gets his moment, you know.
Yep. As
And it's really
demonstrated.
tough. Yeah.
Yep.
And in one, of course, I said Nabil already. Nabil's my favorite, one of my favorite fighters. Really, great dude, great dude. And one who else is fighting, and one that I love to watch. There's some fighters that I love to watch. I don't have their name on my mind, man. I'm sorry.
No, no worries, man. It's okay. You named
Yeah.
off like 10 there. I was just looking for three.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
All right, man. I have a couple questions from some guests here.
Yes, sir.
Friends of the show. Number one, what's your favorite Thai food?
What's my gapao? I just had it tonight. Pat
Uh,
gapao.
and for those who don't know, what is that?
It's like basil, fried basil with meat or like chicken or stuff.
Nice.
That's with chili and stuff. That's the best. I can cook it too, man. I learned how to cook it. I just cook it sometimes. I get it from outside.
Nice. There you go.
Best.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Um, elbows or knees? What do you find more satisfying to land in a fight?
What do I find more satisfying? Ooh, that's different. I love elbows, but landing knees is more satisfying for me.
Okay.
That's weird. I use my elbows so much,
Right.
and I like it. I like it, you know. But if you're asking for satisfaction, knees, because the stomach when the stomach gets soft and your sharpening goes in, oh, that feels so good, man.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what's your dream vacation spot outside of Thailand?
What's my? I love Japan so much.
Really? Hey, I keep hearing Japan. I
Yeah.
gotta go, man.
I went once for a fight. Maybe I didn't see nothing, bro. I went there the night before Wayne's. I did Wayne's. Of course, I don't go out so much on the. I'm trying to refill my power, you know.
Yeah.
And then I fought, and then the morning after fight we came back. I just could get drunk after the fight with my coach. That's
Right.
all I did.
Right.
Yeah, Japan. I love to go to Japan, man.
Nice. Yeah, me too. That's my
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
One fighter, past or present, that you'd love to spar with, not fight, just spar with. Who is it?
I love to spar with Sanjay.
Sanjay.
And boxing, I love to spar with Gennady Golovkin.
Gennady.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you come to those? Why Gennady and why Sanjay?
I just love Gennady, and Sanjay is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you can have fun with Sanjay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll certainly embarrass you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, 100%, man.
And the other guy will give you a terrible headache.
It's sparring, no?
Yes, 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 yes. Hey,
Yeah.
says the champ. Says the champ. What's on your playlist before a fight?
What's on my playlist before a fight? I have a playlist called Amu Sajad's Hype. I
Okay.
listen to that when Amu is uncle. People call me Uncle Sajad. Iranians call me Uncle Sajad. That's how it is with me. And so like, I listen to that. Some it depends on my mood. Sometimes there was a time that I used to listen to classical. Like I used to listen to Chopin and like Beethoven and stuff.
Really?
There
Wow.
was a period, yeah, yeah, dude. I went through crazy phases.
Clearly.
Yeah, but yeah, I just listen to like Kendrick, maybe like some Drake and stuff. Just the hype musics, you know,
Yeah.
get me going. You know, some Persian raps, some Persian underground raps. I love.
Cool.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah,
If you weren't a fighter, what would you be doing?
that's a question that everyone asks me, and I do not have a maybe like do not have an answer with the whole heart, you know, because I
Yeah.
don't know what I've been doing it for so long and I know nothing else. Probably I would rap.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I do now. I like write some stuff, but it's just like for me. I never release or anything.
Sure.
I write so much like so much raps. I like poems so much, and I like to write like I like to be lyrical when I write raps. You know, I'm not like the type of guy who writes about like parties and drugs and stuff. I like
Yeah.
to be lyrical. You know?
Yeah. No, I got
So
you.
I try to bring the poem side of me to rap. You know, and that's what I do. Like I write so much, so that's what I think I would be doing that. You know.
On that same subject, though, correct me if I'm wrong. You are also currently making Mongkongs as well, right? Custom Mongkong. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
There you go. Shout it out, man.
Yeah.
Where do we find it, real quick?
I have a store page called the Sajad Sattari .store. So Sajad Sattari same as my main page. dot store, and yeah, they can look at the designs. Whatever they want, they can send me. We can talk about it, and yeah, we can get into it, man. I love to, as I said, I love to share Muay Thai and make encourage people to do what Muay Thai is, you know. So yeah, I do like custom made moncons for people. We talk about it. Like I try to give my ideas, they give their ideas. We meet somewhere in the middle, and I make moncons for them. There's so much
Beauty.
videos and like for different designs and models in my page,
Yeah.
Sajad Sattari store, that they can check.
Beauty. And have it made by a guy who's a champion who loves Muay Thai, who will actually put some love into it as well. Don't
Yes,
just
sir.
get one from a factory. Order one from this fella.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man.
Straight from
Thank
your
you.
own hands. Who doesn't want
Yeah.
that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen in a Muay Thai gym?
What's the weirdest thing I've seen in a Muay Thai gym? Uh, what's the weirdest thing I've seen in a Muay Thai gym? The last thing I remember was in a Muay Thai fight, man. I don't remember the Muay Thai gym. I remember a Muay Thai fight. Was in karate combat actually.
Okay.
That's what I remember, and that this is just there in my. It doesn't leave me. When you go for professional fight, guys, that like when we go for a fight, we take our moncon, we take our groin guard, mouth guard,
Yeah.
and that's it. Because the promotion gives you gloves, of course.
Yeah.
It gives you everything else you need. You know, karate combat was like that too. Of course, they give you like gloves, your gloves, your pants, everything you need. But this guy brought the headgear and sparring shin guards. I was like, "What are you doing, bro? Are you going to fight or what are you doing?" That was really surprising for me. That was so new for me.
Sure.
That was weird. Yeah, that was really weird for me.
I
Yeah.
suppose. I
Yeah.
suppose. Hey. How was that whole situation? I'll let it be. I was just curious, but karate combat was that how was that? Just when you've been to one, you've been to Rajadamnern. How was one as a whole? Was it? It looks like a party, man. It looks crazy.
Karate Combat. Karate Combat is cool organization. Honestly, I love the rule set. I love the rule set. Why? Because as I said, I'm trying to transaction to MMA. Yeah.
Right. Right. What a
I,
perfect like middle way. Hey, you don't have to go all the way across. That's perfect.
exactly. That's exactly why I love it. It's perfect. I can try my takedowns. I can everything, and I have time to learn. I don't know takedown defense, my submission, and everything. And it's a whole new audience. You know, I feel like I got my fans out of RWS. You know, everyone who was going to know me already knows me.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
and
Yep.
when I fought in karate combat, I got maybe like 6,000 7,000 new followers, all new fans,
Awesome.
and yeah, I got to show it again. I got to show my craft to a whole new audience, and probably I did some stuff that they've never maybe seen. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, and that's what I love, and I'm really keen to fight again. You know.
And clean, man. That's got to be you got to be one of the, if not the cleanest fighter in karate combat. I mean, one of them. Like, you don't see
Thank you.
fighters fight that clean in the pocket.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I want to be that, and I want them to be excited to have me, and I want them to want me to fight there. You know.
Beauty. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's your man, company man. Easy to work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, man.
last fan question. What if you could name one fight where I'm trying to, it's not from here, I'm trying to rework. I guess what they're trying to say is if there was one fight you had where you were in a lot of pain either during or after that sticks out, like, man, that fight was awful. What one fight would it be?
I was in a lot of pain. Well, there was a few fights that like after fight I was in pain. I fought in 5 rounds once. I think I broke my like the small bones on my feet. My feet was just swollen. I couldn't put my sleeper on, and that was crazy. But the last one was my last fight with Hercules when I got the cut here,
Yeah.
and my whole face was swollen after the fight. Half of like this area of my face was numb, and like
Yikes.
yeah, like the nerves was fucked up. Like when I smiled, like half of my mouth didn't go up as much as this one. It was crazy, uh, and a little bit fuzzy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I got the
yeah,
same actually.
yeah. Yeah.
I got a broken orbital like 8 years ago and I still don't have feeling in my lip. So
Yeah, yeah,
I hear
exactly.
what you're
Yeah, yeah,
saying.
so, yeah. That's how they. Yeah, exactly. That was one, and Y- Yeah, that's what I remember. But
Yeah,
I've been beaten up quite a few times.
sure, sure.
But
I,
what I take pride in, what I take pride in, it really I do, is that I've never given anyone an easy fight.
good call.
Whoever gave me a cut, I give them a cut. Whoever hurt me, I hurt them. You know,
Yeah,
it's never been like
yeah.
never been a one-way fight. If I get injured, I injured them too. You know, I
Um,
make sure of that always.
yeah, yeah. And I always try to explain whether you're sparring, even to my students or whatever. Like, you don't have to win, but just don't let them beat you up for free. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
don't make it free. All right,
yeah.
man. Last question, or everybody gets one shout out. You get to give one shout out. Who are you going to give it to?
Oh, that's hard, man.
I know. That's why I do it.
One shout out. Uh, okay, I'm gonna make it count.
Deal.
I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna give shout out to God, who gave me all these beautiful people around me. My coach, my boss, my girlfriend, my family, my friends, everyone. If I met them, there was a reason for me to meet them. If I have this strength, it's all for him. He believed in me. He he planted a seed in me to become who I am today. So yeah,
There you go.
main man.
Love your gratitude, man. That's awesome.
Sure. Thank
Any
you, sir.
sponsors? Do you want to shout out any sponsors?
Well, I have a Venum Training Camp, Gorilla Supplements. They helped me so much, and Beauty Wall from Australia, and these are my sponsors that I've be that's big that have been working with me constantly. You know,
Nice.
there's other sponsors that they come for a fight, and then they go. You know,
Yeah.
but these are the sponsors that have been with me for a long period of time, and I appreciate them so much. You know,
Awesome. Awesome. Where do we find you online?
where do you
Instagram,
find me?
all that good stuff.
You can find me out of my Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, X, and
Yeah.
my username is Sajad Sattari with two I's and two T's.
Go. All
Yes, sir.
right.
All the usernames are same.
Awesome, man. The reality is, if you're listening to this, you're probably already following you. So,
Thank you,
anything
sir.
else before we're out of here, sir?
Uh, I have some friends in Canada, out of their training in British Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a former national team coach in Iran. I want to give a shout out to him. He's trying to get me there for some seminars.
Beauty.
Yeah, and man, I did a seminar back home when I was home, and it was my first time, and I loved teaching in a seminar. It was good. I loved answering people's questions. I love putting a light on the dark spots in the brain, you know.
Yeah.
And I just love to do it. So like, and he's trying to get me there to Canada for seminars. If there's anyone else who's interested, they can just contact Mehdi, my manager, for this stuff. He handles this, and yeah, I'm just available for anything, man.
I
Love it.
could guarantee that you could have like a Canadian tour. Like, it wouldn't. I guarantee.
I would love that, man. Honestly, I would love that.
Yeah, beauty, and me too. That way, I for sure get to come and be part of the seminar. So,
Yeah, of course, yeah, of course.
selfishly.
Yes.
All right, man. Well,
Yeah,
listen. I can't thank you enough, man. I can't believe this is actually happening. Sometimes you take a shot in the dark, and and I
of
really,
course, man. Of
thank you
course.
for
I wish
for
we did it earlier, man. I wish we did it earlier.
agreed. Totally agree.
Yeah.
However, now that
Yes,
we
sir.
know some things, I do want to say, and I'm going to hold you to it, that when you get to the UFC, then we got to do this one more time.
Yes, sir. I would love that, man.
All
Yes,
right, man.
sir.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait for the next one, man. I'm a big fan and have been for a few years, and I guarantee I am for a few more.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to all the listeners. I hope my story, where I've been, where I've become, help you so much through your struggle as well. Just reach for the goal and believe in yourself, man. Yeah.
Here you go. As
Thank you so much, sir.
example number one right here.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right,
Thank you
sir.
so
Enjoy
much.
your evening. Thank you very much,
You
and
too.
can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you, sir. You too. Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.